All right, good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be working on chapter 7, so it's the start of a new chapter, and we're talking about numerical expressions. Now, for those of you who don't know, make sure you write this down, everyone, actually. A numerical expression is just a combination of numbers, and there's at least one operation. An operation is either the addition sign, the subtraction, multiplication, or division. So you'll never have just a bunch of numbers. It'll be a bunch of numbers with one or more of these operations, okay? When you see a numerical operation, you're always going to evaluate. And evaluate means that you're going to find the value or you're going to solve the problem, okay? Expressions never have equal signs. And our book kind of messes that up a little bit. I'm always a little sad that the book does it this way, but occasionally they will have equal signs in there, and that is incorrect. Expressions should not have equal signs, okay? So let's get into this. Make sure you pause and write all that stuff down because this will be very important, and you'll have some of these on tests, of course, too, and quizzes, so just make sure you write it all down. All right, so here we go. I'm actually looking at page number 485, which is the homework page. I really like the way that this is written out because it shows you how to use expressions and maybe why you would use expressions. So Paul has a fruit basket that includes 3 oranges, which you see here, 4 apples, 3 bananas, 2 grapefruits. We're going to use this bar diagram to write and evaluate 2 numerical expressions to represent the total number of fruit in the basket. So one way we're going to do that is over here. We're going to use addition. And one way we're going to do multiplication. Okay, so what I did was I rewrote it down here so that we would have it here. Okay, so we're going to write an expression for this. So, and let me go back this one more time. It says, write and evaluate 2 numerical expressions to represent the total number of fruit in the basket. So we no longer care that there are just 3 apples and 4, or 3 oranges and 4 apples, 3 bananas, 2 grapefruits. Now we want to add them all together. Okay, so one way we could do that is by just simply adding up what we see. So we have 3 oranges, we have 4 apples, we have 3 bananas, and we have 2 grapefruits. So that's an expression. Okay. When you have an expression, like I said, you don't put an equal sign here. You just start adding it up. So an easy way to add this up would be to go, okay, we have 3 and 2 makes 5. 3 and 4 makes 7. Now 7 plus 5 is, oops, I'm going to move this down a little bit. 7 plus 5 is 12. And there's my answer, 12. Okay, so now we know we have a total of 12 pieces of fruit. All right, so that's the addition way of working with expressions. Okay, let's do the multiplication way now. So the multiplication way is a little bit different because then you're actually trying to find groups. So when I look at this, I'm looking for groups. I'm looking for similar numbers. So here, look, there's 2 3s. So I can go, there are 2 groups of 3, and I put them in parentheses because the associative property is your friend here. So there are 2 groups of 3. So now I've used my oranges and my bananas. And these are not the same numbers. So at that point, you would just add 4 plus 2. Okay. We know from PEMDAS that anytime there's parentheses, you do parentheses first. So this is 2 times 3 is 6 plus 4 plus 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and add up the 4 plus 2 and make 6 plus this 6 that's already here, which would give us a total of 12 pieces of fruit. Okay, so really what you're doing here is you're trying to make your expression start big and then funnel down to the answer. So I'm actually going to go over here to this one. Okay, so let's look at the back of the homework here, and maybe you guys can see a little bit more how I want you to funnel your work down. to the answer. So Deborah's playlist on her MP3 player had a variety of songs on it. She had 21 country songs, 18 alternative songs, 16 pop songs, and 18 rock songs. Use the bar diagram to write and evaluate 2 numerical expressions to represent the total number of songs on her MP3 player. So when it says use the bar diagram to write and evaluate, I think that's weird. What I would rather you guys do is come over to the side and write your expression over here. Okay, so I'm going to, in the future, please don't use the bar diagram to write. Just go ahead and write it over here. So we first, or over here actually, so first we want to use addition. Now I know that if I'm funneling something down, I'm not going to have room to do it over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my addition here like I originally had said. So we'll do it right here. She had 21 country songs, and we're just adding, so easy, plus 18 alternative, easy, 16 pop, and 18 rock. Okay, now I look at this and I go, oh, geez, this is kind of hard to add up here. So in this case, I might want to rewrite this because there's 18 and 18. So I'm going to put 18 plus 18. And remember, the commutative property says I can change the order of my numbers to make it easy. And I'm going to do that, okay? So 18 and 18 I know is actually 36. So see how I put this little caret aiming down? That means that I've used those 2 numbers, okay? But I haven't used the 21 and I haven't used the 16. All right, so now I'm going to look for things that I know I can add easily, and this is pretty tricky, so there's nothing really easy about it. So I might come up here and say, what's 21? What's 21 plus 16, so I can combine those numbers? Well, that's 7. Oh, 37. Okay, so here I go. I'm going to put 37 here. I still haven't used my 36, and now I can go, wait, 36 plus 37, I can either add them up or I can multiply plus and then add 1. It depends on what you want to do. So 7 and 6 is 13. 3 and 3 is 6 plus 1 is 73. So my answer is 73. So there were 73 songs. And this was my addition. Okay. But now, if we're using multiplication and addition, that's a little bit different here. Kind of already did that, but not really. So now we're going to use multiplication. So we look for anything that are matching numbers. So I have 2 groups of 18. I'm going to draw a line right here just so I'm clear it's not there. Plus, then I had a 21 and I had a 16. Okay, well, look at that. It's very similar to what I already did up here. Where was it? 18 times 18 was 36, plus 21 plus 16, and then you're back to this same addition, so you can just go ahead and copy down what you already did. So it's very simple because you already did it up here. So now you just finish it up. So 73 songs. And what they're trying to get you guys to see that is that multiplication and addition really do work together. So there are 73 total songs on the MP3 player, okay? So when you're working today, you're going to have problems that look exactly like that, and they're going to seem really easy. Don't make simple mistakes because you're rushing, and also don't overthink because that's what we do, is we tend to overthink. Good luck.